Hey everybody, good morning. It's Thursday, August 15th. I'm Gene, and you're hanging with Uncle. And you're probably wondering, oh my God, another early morning broadcast? Are you going to do this all the time? I don't know. I kind of like starting the day off doing something positive and productive. Why wait? I'm retired for the most part, so yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well today. And there are certain things or mottos that I think we all should embrace and apply at certain times in our life when situations happen and we need to have a plan to deal with it, right? So, I want to talk about inspirational quotes or things that should make us want to be better and you know live a better existence. So the first one I'm going to start off with is a quote I heard from Jerry Rice, Hall of Fame wide receiver from the National Football League. And he says, "Today I will do what others won't. So tomorrow I will do what others can't." And when you think about that, it just means if you want to really make yourself successful, if you want to put yourself in a position to win, you have to be willing to do what others won't. Are you in it for the paycheck, or are you in it for your self value, in other words? Because if today I do one extra sprint, sit up, push up, repetition, read an extra page, um, you know, just something extra, that will make me stronger and more adept to dealing with challenges that face me tomorrow, and continue along that process, striving to make yourself a better person. Okay, so that's just one kind of, and I'd love to know your opinions on those things. I think this is good conversation. Um, Here's one from Nelson Mandela. "The greatest glory in living lies not in ever falling, but in rising every time we fall." That to me is very important. We all have had obstacles in our life, just a speed bump in the road. When you come to those, are you just going to crumble and give up and say, oh my God, well, I tried, but this happened? Or are you going to apply yourself to overcoming what's in front of you, the challenge in front of you? How are you going to meet it and become successful? And that kind of goes back to the first quote, doing today what others won't. Um, so I think, there's a lot of correlation. They interlap with each other, and, just operating like that, I think gives us a better, well-rounded view of the world. And I think being a good person starts with empathy. So, like right now, I think there are 13 states where those governors are refusing to accept federal funds to feed children during the summer, because a lot of them live in poverty, and getting a meal at school basically is the best meal of the day for them. So again, it's our posterity. Why would you deny that to them? And of course, all of those 13 states are run by MAGA Republicans. So anyway, let's step aside from that. That's not where I want to go today. Another really good quote that I have, Jimi Hendrix, Um, Inspiration comes from all sources, and it says, knowledge speaks, wisdom listens. And so, for example, all these quotes someone is saying, and they're imparting knowledge. Wisdom comes in listening and applying that knowledge. And I think that is very important, because, one thing that drives me crazy, and this kind of quote kind of deals in that, and it lies in communication. When you're talking with someone, are you listening to respond, or are you listening to understand? Because just a pet peeve of mine, I know I take pauses when I speak, but just because I end a sentence doesn't mean I'm finished with my thought process. So listen to understand. Don't cut me off, or anyone that you want to listen to. Is to just show some respect and let somebody get off their chest what's on it. Listen to understand. Try not to listen to respond. And I think that's how I apply that Jimi Hendrix quote. And my favorite, again, and this one is biblical, and you've heard me say it before, Galatians chapter 6, verse 2. Bear ye one another's burdens, and in so doing you will fulfill the law of Christ. So just ask yourself, whose law are you trying to fulfill? It's that simple. Are you fulfilling the law of me, myself, and I? It's just, especially if you call yourself a Christian, it means getting rid of that philosophy, oh yeah, and I get to pay for it. Yes, it's not a burden. It's how you treat one another, which is what I'll end with today. Be kind to one another and treat each other the way you want to be treated. Okay. I'm Gene. Thank you for listening. Hit that subscribe button, click that thumbs up, that like button, and hit that bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live and put new content out there. Have a nice day, and Zane and I will see you.